Steven Seagal, the most horrible celebrity on earth. One of Hollywood's most divisive characters, Steven Seagal was once a renowned action star recognized for his martial arts skill and successful movies in the 1990s. A string of inflated claims, challenging behavior on set, violent allegations, and legal issues have all damaged his reputation over the years. This exploration delves into the various facets of Seagal's controversial legacy, highlighting the factors that have contributed to his status as a polarizing figure in the entertainment industry. Number 7. Exaggerated claims. Exaggeration is a hallmark of Steven Seagal's public persona, frequently overshadowing his genuine accomplishments in martial arts and film. His stories usually present him as an ethereal character, with him claiming to be the first foreigner to open a dojo in Japan and to have trained under renowned martial artists. Not only are these assertions arrogant, but they frequently lack supporting data, casting doubt on their veracity. For instance, despite his extensive training in black belt and Aikido, critics and admirers alike find it hard to believe his claims of taking down Yakuza members or participating in clandestine CIA operations. This inclination to exaggerate his life stories points to a pervasive insecurity about his standing in the martial arts world in Hollywood. Rather than depending on his real contributions like making Aikido popular in the West or his part in action movies, Seagal feels obligated to project an air of invincibility around himself. This strategy alienates viewers who prefer authenticity over sensationalism and takes away from his real accomplishments. Number 6. Difficult to work with. The movie industry is well aware of Seagal's reputation as a challenging collaborator. Numerous reports from crew members, directors, and actors detail his unprofessional behavior on set. Many people who have worked with him say that because of his overbearing presence and unwillingness to participate in cooperative efforts, they felt intimidated or disrespected. According to reports, he frequently arrives late for rehearsals or does not show up at all, which leaves commissaries unprepared for their roles. Furthermore, Seagal has a history of insisting on carrying out stunts without first consulting stunt coordinators, endangering everyone's safety and casting doubt on the skills of experts who have received specialized training for the job. His insistence on creative control over fight choreography frequently causes him to clash with directors or producers who want to keep the film's overall vision consistent. Due to his habit of acting in this way, a lot of projects have been tainted by disagreements, and many directors have decided not to collaborate with him at all. Because of this, Seagal has become more and more marginalized in a field that values cooperation and respect for one another, which has further cut him off from opportunities. Number 5. Allegations of violence. Particularly alarming are the claims of violence made against Steven Seagal, which call into question his moral behavior on movie sets. Actors and stunt performers have made numerous reports alleging they were hurt while filming because of Seagal's careless actions. He has been accused of repeatedly hitting fellow actors during fight scenes without giving them enough notice or rehearsal, which has led to injuries that needed medical attention. These incidents reveal a concerning lack of concern for personal safety, as well as a more serious problem with his comprehension of professional boundaries in the film industry. Additionally, reports exist of him pressuring stunt performers to execute risky stunts without proper safety precautions in place, prioritizing authenticity over safety, a reckless and possibly harmful position. This aggressive behavior pattern feeds into a larger narrative that isolates Seagal from both fans and colleagues by painting him as an individual who puts his own bluster above the welfare of those around him. His career has been severely hampered by the cumulative effect of these accusations, which has led to questions about his reliability in group settings where respect and cooperation are crucial. Number 4. Negative public image. Once celebrated as an action star with blockbuster hits under his belt, Steven Seagal's public image has undergone a significant transformation over the years. His career peaked during the 1990s when films like Under Siege showcased his martial arts skills and charisma. However, as time passed, public perception shifted dramatically due to a series of missteps and controversies. His appearances on television shows have often been met with derision. For example, his guest spot on Saturday Night Live is frequently cited as one of the most awkward performances ever aired, characterized by stilted delivery and an apparent lack of self-awareness. This negative reception has permeated social media platforms where memes mocking his eccentricities proliferate, further cementing his status as a figure of ridicule rather than respect. The disconnect between his past success and current reputation illustrates how quickly public sentiment can change in response to an individual's behavior and choices. It leaves Seagal struggling to reclaim any semblance of the admiration he once enjoyed. The combination of failed projects, bizarre public appearances, and ongoing controversies has transformed him into a cautionary tale about how fame can be fleeting if one does not adapt or maintain positive relationships within their field. Number 3. Feuds with other actors. High-profile feuds with other action stars that uncover underlying problems with jealousy and insecurity have ruined Seagal's career. Particularly noteworthy is the rivalry that supposedly started between Seagal and Jean-Claude Van Damme, when both actors were fighting for supremacy in the action genre in the late 1980s and early 1990s, during their respective ascents to fame. In interviews, both Seagal and Van Damme have publicly criticized each other's skills. Seagal has called Van Damme unprofessional and hard to work with, and Van Damme has responded by casting doubt on Seagal's sincerity as a martial artist. These conversations not only reveal their personal rivalry, but also touch on larger Hollywood themes about action star rivalry. Such feuds hurt both actors' reputations by portraying them as rivals rather than as respected figures in their genre, and they can turn off fans who think they're petty or unprofessional. These conflicts are ongoing, which implies that Seagal's approach, rather than encouraging camaraderie among fellow actors, may be motivated by insecurity about staying relevant in a field that is always changing. Number 2. Legal issues. Seagal's off-screen life is riddled with legal troubles that further complicate his already controversial public image. Numerous former co-workers and employees have accused him of sexual harassment, leading to lawsuits that have drawn a lot of media attention and public scrutiny. These accusations, which include unwelcome advances and offensive remarks, present a concerning image of a person who may have engaged in inappropriate behavior throughout his career and raise serious ethical questions about his character and how he treats people in the industry. In addition to sexual harassment lawsuits, Seagal has been embroiled in a number of legal battles pertaining to business transactions, some of which have involved allegations of fraud or poor management. These legal disputes indicate a pattern of dubious decision-making that goes beyond Hollywood scandals and into personal behavior that many find concerning. Such legal troubles damage his reputation and raise questions about deeper character defects that audiences who respect professionalism and integrity find offensive. A person's ability to maintain a long career in Hollywood can be greatly impacted by the perception that Seagal is not only controversial but also possibly unreliable, which is the result of the cumulative effect of these legal challenges. Number 1. Declining career. Due to a number of issues, such as shifting audience tastes and his contentious public persona, Steven Seagal's career trajectory has significantly declined. He was once a major box office draw, known for roles in movies like Hard to Kill and Under Siege. Seagal started starring in lower-quality films that failed to draw in audiences or receive critical acclaim as mainstream interest waned, partly because of shifts in action film trends toward younger stars or larger ensemble casts. Many of these films were produced independently without major studio support or went straight to video. In contrast to exhibiting any true talent or skill, his recent work frequently highlights sensationalist elements. This change reflects both a loss of relevance and an increasing reliance on gimmicks rather than meaningful content to attract viewers. As a result, Seagal's decline shows how quickly an actor can lose favor in their industry when they are unable to adjust or uphold positive relationships within it. It also serves as a warning about how personal behavior can affect professional opportunities in a field where public perception is crucial. It is unclear whether he will be able to reinvent himself or even come close to regaining the status he once had as he navigates this decline. These expanded paragraphs offer rich detail about each topic covered and provide a deeper understanding of why Steven Seagal is frequently considered one of Hollywood's most controversial figures. They also show how different aspects of Seagal's life and career significantly contribute to this perception. If you liked our video, please hit the like button and subscribe to our YouTube channel.